Welcome everybody to the Top Back Podcast. We're back again with another review, and this time we're going to do The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1 premiere. The Mandalorian's back. It's been one whole year since Season 1 ended.
Yes. I'm excited. Ready.
They premiered with Chapter 9 called The Marshal, directed by Jon Favreau, written by Jon Favreau.
Surprisingly, not his other directors.
Yeah. And I have to say, this is a great episode. I'm really happy.
Great?
Yeah, I think it was great. I think this is my favorite episode.
I think this was good. Just good.
Just good?
Yeah,
okay.
I have a lot to rant about this. A little bit, just little rants.
Okay. All right, so Mando is on the lookout for another Mandalorian who shall remain nameless for now. So spoilers, by the way, if you're watching this is going to be a spoiler review. So if you don't have Disney Plus,
spoiler alert.
Sorry for you gues. So Mando is looking for another Mandalorian.
So he's looking for another Mandalorian to help him in his quest to reunite the child, a.k.a. Baby Yoda, with his people. It's kind of vague, like with his people or with the Jedi. So I wasn't really clear on that. Mm-hmm. So Chapter 9 starts off with like a quick recap of the series. And then I like the opening scene where Mando and Baby Yoda come out of the shadows.
Yeah.
I thought like visually. I think this episode visually was cool.
When I watched it though, I was like, Mando has a little bit of sass to his
walk. Bro.
He's walking like a model. It's like, is that Pedro? Was that
like
him?
A gangster walk.
Yeah, I was like, you got a little bit of twang to your walk right now. But yeah, I liked how it opened like that. It was pretty cool. And then he goes to meet this one person, Gor Koresh.
Yeah, so it's basically his contact, like with like, you know, when you're trying to find someone, you have your contact who's in touch with like the underworld or whatever.
Right.
So Mando is walking through the streets. In the streets, I mean, since it's Halloween, I don't know. I felt like it was like a Thriller, like a music video. Like no, like just the way he was walking in the street.
Yeah.
In my mind, it was just playing Thriller. But then you see graffiti of like this, the stormtroopers, the Empire.
Yeah, definitely more modern. That whatever city that was, it was like an actual city.
Yeah, I like that, and that's what we said in our other video. We want to see new sets, new places. But that's not what we get in this episode.
Yeah. So when he goes into the fight
club,
I like the throwback to Return of the Jedi. The monsters that were fighting. I forgot what species that was. But in this episode, they paid a lot of throwbacks to Return of the Jedi, which we'll get into later. So it was kind of nice, you know.
Even Darth Maul.
Did they?
There's a guy who his species is like Darth Maul.
Was in the crowd?
The one he fought.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's another thing in this episode too. It's not like it really matters, but did you notice a lot of Asians in this episode specifically?
Yes, I did.
That bothered me for some reason. I don't know why.
And they like panning closer to them.
Yeah.
And we're fucking Asians too, but it was just like very
it's a little weird.
Yeah.
Because I mean Asians have always been in Star Wars, but there's a lot in this episode, like on Tatooine and on whatever planet they were on first. I was like, it's a little distracting. But yeah, anyway.
Representation, but like,
we're
still getting used to it.
Yeah, so it starts out with Mando whipping some ass, which is a pretty good fight scene. Once again, Mando shows his versatility with the way he fights.
Adaptability.
Yeah, very, very creative this time.
Very reminiscent of like Chapter 1. Like they were just like, all right, we gonna take you down. It's like he says something and then begins fighting. Yeah, it's
a nice reminder just in case, because people who haven't watched it for a year, it's like, Mando can whoop some ass when he needs to. And then, he interrogates the guy to get information. And then we're back to...
Oh, wait, before that, like when he interrogates the guy, again, to the way he walks, he has a certain swagger to him.
Yeah.
Like he said, I'm not going to kill you with my own hands. And then he shoots the light. Right. And then the like creatures take the dude.
He doesn't lie.
I was like, that's a badass bounty hunter right there.
Yeah, he didn't kill him. Whatever creatures those were, killed him. But yeah, that was a badass introduction or reintroduction to the Mandalorian. So I got annoyed, first of all, because when they said Tatooine, I was like, again, we're back to the fucking desert planet once fucking again. When we had our last episode, we talked about that woman that I was like, she's not important.
Or what do you mean?
The one in the Mos Eisley.
She popped up? Oh, no, the old lady, mechanic lady.
Yeah, the mechanic lady. Remember I was saying, it's like, who the fuck is this? You're not important. Yeah. Then she fucking pops up again.
Yep.
Right when I say that.
A little cute. Like, that's like the only comedy you'll get in this show. Like, just her when she pops up.
Yeah. And Baby Yoda actually didn't do anything in this episode, which was kind of surprising. He was kind of just there for the ride.
Yeah, and I know some when I posted last week or this week about like Baby Yoda, I've been seeing comments where like, oh, you can never have too much Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
And my argument there for people that are listening is like, you can have Baby Yoda, but more like subtle.
Right.
The show is the Mando, like it's Mando's journey.
Yeah.
And I think this episode he was just chill in the background. The only cute moment he really had was when he like went back into the pod. Like
he had a lot of cute moments actually.
Like, yeah, but not overly blown.
Not trying to be cute.
Not trying to be cute. And this is what I wanted from like the show to continue.
Yeah. I just wish he actually had something to do because he didn't do anything.
Hey, he's just watching.
Yeah, this was a long episode too. I tried to not look at the time run.
Me too.
But after half an hour, I was like, okay, how much longer does this have? Because this
50 minutes.
Yeah,
dude.
this is long. And that's kind of the weird thing about the Mandalorian, especially from the first season, because each episode is different lengths. Yeah. So it's not really consistent. One episode could be 30 minutes, and then the episode after that could be like almost an hour. So it's kind of weird.
And there are parts which I'll rant about that you can definitely cut it down. I think Disney's trying to like make it a little bloated. So
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so they're back on Tatooine.
Fucking Tatooine
again. Hopefully, honestly, I don't want to see Tatooine anymore after this or after the second episode, because I'm just so sick and tired of desert
I don't
planets.
like sand.
Yeah,
it's warm.
It gets everywhere. Fucking sick and tired of it. But I'm glad that they went past the Mos Eisley area. Yeah. They went to what's this place called?
They basically showed the map of Tatooine and talked about like different places, like Mos this, Mos that.
Right.
And they mentioned Anakin, like the first place where Qui-Gon met Anakin. That's where
Did they pass by that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I didn't even know.
So they have mentions of that. So like again, like there's Easter eggs. Like during quarantine, we finally have content where we can talk about Easter eggs finally.
And I was impressed with the cinematography too, because desert planets are just fucking sand and barren, but they had really nice landscapes.
Yeah.
But, the whole scene of Mando traveling with the speeder bike.
Really, you like that?
I mean, I like that they're expanding it a little bit more, because I feel like there's not much you can do with Tatooine, but they actually made it pretty interesting to look at.
I agree with that point, but I think the CGI was way more like
I was gonna
very
say that.
obvious.
It was more apparent like how bad it is. Like some of the CGI in this episode is really good, and then some of it's really noticeably like really distracting, especially the speeder bike ones. Like it doesn't look like it fits. It's definitely like CGI. Not even like the pod racing back then didn't even look good.
Yeah.
So it's nothing new.
I think I don't know. Maybe if they were rushing it to get it done by November, since they were always slated to do November 2020 or October 2020, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if the pandemic affected like how much time they had to edit.
Right. Especially with the scenes with the new character, Cobb. Like there's this montage of him walking in the sands. Like that looks fucking ugly. What the fuck?
Okay, so
that's definitely green screen you're using back there.
So that little village or town, whatever they come up to,
it's called Mos Pelgo.
Yeah, it's very so this whole episode very felt like Tremors. If you guys ever watched Tremors, like that old 80s flick. Like this big creature / dragon like going underground. Dude, when Timothy Olyphant, the actor, so when they showed the Mandalorian, which I thought was gonna be Boba Fett, that was the only reason they're gonna go back to Tatooine. And when I saw him, I was like, the first time I saw him, I was like, he's too tall to be Boba Fett.
Too lanky. And he turned out to be Boba Fake. So
good one.
Yeah. So,
good one.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of know right away if it's gonna be Boba Fett, it'll be way more dramatic and cinematic. So I knew right away it wasn't gonna be him. And as soon as he spoke, I was like, okay, that's definitely not him.
Yeah.
That's not how because it looked like a knockoff Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I know that's his armor. Yeah. But he was missing a lot of like armor on the pants and like in the
little cloak or whatever that goes with it.
Yeah, it looked like a hand-me-down Boba Fett.
And then when we get to the actor Timothy Olyphant, who plays Cobb Vanth, I was like, dude, that's the guy from fucking Office. Remember Pam's like the good looking,
the good one that was like that broke up with her, but she didn't know why.
Yeah. So this dude, like he I think they picked this guy because he's done other Western roles, and like the way he talks, he fits this whole cowboy Western space style.
When he first came out, I was like, I don't know where they're going with this character. He seemed pretty generic to me.
Yeah.
But by the end of it, he grew on me. Yeah. So I'm glad he worked out.
And then his purpose, he was the marshal of the town. Dude, I didn't really like the whole, like, okay, he explained that he got the armor from the Jawas, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was fine with me. But the whole, like, montage of him getting it and then, like, showing, like, the celebration of the Empire and then invaders, I thought that was totally unnecessary. That's why this whole runtime of 50 minutes, you cut those 5 minutes off, we're good.
Right.
But, like, the whole desert scene, like you were talking about, when he was walking, dude, I know he got shot, but it looked hella awkward.
It looked really awkward, dude. Because he didn't match the background. The lighting was weird.
Yeah.
And I could have sworn I saw, you know how when you have green screen, you can see, like, blurriness around the body?
Yeah.
I definitely saw it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just me. I'm pretty sure other people will recognize it, too.
Yeah, the CGI was...
moving forward, I hope they fix some of the CGI stuff, because this is Disney. I mean, they have all the money in the world to, like, fix all the problems.
Yeah.
So just pay attention to the details. That montage you're talking about, the one thing that pissed me off was the actual Mandalorian suit he wore. So Boba Fett's suit.
Yeah.
Is it really that powerful or indestructible?
Nah.
Because they make it seem like if you wear it, you're pretty much immune to anything.
Yeah. And it only covers, like, the
That's
the
what
chest
I'm saying.
piece. Like,
he's only wearing the helmet in the chest. Like, if they aimed at his leg, he would have went down right away. So
yeah, I think they're
a little hammy on that one.
He hyped it up a little bit too much, like, oh, all of a sudden, like, I'm a badass in this town. I'm like, yeah, okay, your town only has, like, 20 people.
Yeah, and there's one scene where he used the missile pod from the backpack.
Yeah.
It reminded me it was like Iron Man.
Yes.
Like, it looked just like that.
Like that exact moment when he shot it, and I was like...
I thought he was going to turn around for a second and walk backwards, but yeah.
And it's funny because Jon Favreau...
Exactly. I think that he made a nod to that intentionally.
He was like... a little too easy to catch Jon Favreau.
But he turned out to be a pretty cool character.
Yeah.
By the very end.
Surprisingly, we get a lot of Tuscan... the Tuscan Raiders in this episode. Like, you see Mando talking to them, like the sign language.
Yeah. He's a good negotiator.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing they showed in this episode, that Mando is really good at diffusing situations too. And I don't even know how many... Are Mandalorians known to speak a lot of languages?
I don't know, but, like, if you're going to be a bounty hunter across the galaxy,
he
you
probably
should learn.
Right.
And then I think it's a callback to Chapter 2. You remember Quill, like the old guy? He was negotiating Mando with the Jawas. And so I don't know if that's, like, growth in Mando saying, like, hey, like, calm your shit. We got to work with these folks even though you don't like them. So.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a good twist, too, because, you know, throughout history of Star Wars, Tusken Raiders are known to be, like, the homeless of Tatooine. Like, they're just scroungers. They pick up all the dirt, they pick up all the trash, and they kill people who are, like, you know, in their territory. Yeah. So it was kind of nice to see them work together with other people. Yeah. You know, they have this the people of Tatooine have this prejudice towards Tusken Raiders. Yeah. It's kind of like,
don't judge them by the book.
Don't judge them by the cover.
But, dude, like, watching this episode, I bet you if Anakin Skywalker saw it,
you would have killed them right away.
He would have been like, I hate them. I killed them.
Where's the younglings? I'm gonna kill them.
I killed the women and the children too.
Yeah. And Mando's sign languaging too. I could have sworn I saw the same movements for, like, the same time. I could have sworn he was doing this. Yeah. Every time.
Field goal. No good.
Technical teeth. Yeah, it was cool. I like that the fact that what's the creature called again? Something dragon.
Something dragon, and when the dragon felt like the Asian mythology. Whenever there's a dragon in the cave, and then like behind it is like riches and everything like that. So the Tuscans and the villagers have to, like, team up and take him down. I thought it was pretty funny when the dragon didn't go for the bantha. It went for the dude. Right. I thought that was, like, pretty fucking funny.
Like,
I was dying.
Don't you want something a little bigger to eat?
Yeah, I was dying, dude. I was like, And then Mando was like, I guess he...
Yeah. You know, remember when we said, like, the series kind of feels like a video game? Yeah. There's nothing more video game-ish than the last, like, third of this episode. Like, this felt like a boss fight. Yeah. You know what I mean?
This is where you press X.
Yeah. There's a couple things too with the script I didn't like. The one thing, it's a little gripe. It doesn't really matter. But did you notice how many times they mentioned WAP rats in the second episode? Yes. I could have sworn they said it, like,
3 times.
Almost 3 times. Okay. It felt more than that. I was like, can you guys stop for a second?
He's gonna pick us off like WAP rats.
Like, yeah. And then the girl said it, and then I guess someone else said it too. But it was kind of distracting.
Again, it goes back to, like, there's a lot of things you could cut from this, and, like, his little reaction, like Cobb, with the girl who gave him the detonator.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, you do good too." And I'm like, "Okay, we didn't even fucking see her. Like, why does this matter?
Right.
Cut down the runtime of this shit.
Right.
We're not that desperate for content. Like,
yeah, I mean, but it's a season premiere too.
Yeah.
And overall the episode is really, really cinematic. It did feel like a legit like mini movie.
Yeah.
And what I didn't even know this when I was watching it, that during that whole fight with the dragon at the end, the whole cinematography changed.
Yeah.
Like the black bars, like it went to IMAX mode for a second.
Yeah.
Because I looked away, I was like, why does it look clearer and better? I was like, what the fuck happened?
They probably got a bigger budget for, I mean, obviously for season 2 with the success, they got a bigger budget. I didn't get the creature went from here to there.
Yeah, he's like a worm. Yeah. So he just goes on the ground.
He went on the ground, but like there was no vibration. No one I was like,
yeah, it's a little distracting. I couldn't even get a sense of how big he was sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes he felt smaller than he was, and sometimes
up
he
the
felt
scale.
super big. Yeah, because like when I was watching, is there 2 of them that they're not seeing or whatever? But I guess it was just one.
And like, and then again to the script, it's like it came right behind him, and then they were like, oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
I'm
that's
pretty
obvious.
sure you guys could have seen them or heard them.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, also you don't have to say that. As the audience, we see it. Just react. Don't have to say, "Oh, it's right there behind us."
Yeah. Did you like the final fight though?
I like Mando when he would like sacrifice himself. Like he's gonna survive. He's not gonna like die in episode 1. But like when he came out of it, I was like, "Oh shit, jetpack again!" And like came out of it like looking like Iron Man. Like, when he landed, superhero landing.
Yeah, it's funny too because when I saw that there's this what was the creature called? Like their mammoth.
Oh, the bantha.
Bantha? Okay, when I saw that he had hella fucking bombs on him, I knew exactly what Mando was going to do with him. He's going to draw him in, and then he's going to make him eat him, and then detonate it.
Yeah.
So it's very scripted. Like,
very
if
predictable.
You play video games or watch a lot of action movies, this kind of stuff is pretty, like, on the nose.
Yeah.
But it was still fun. I mean, I love the way Jon Favreau shot it.
Yeah.
It can be excited, because to be honest, the first 2/3, I was kind of like, okay, where are we going?
Yeah, it was slow.
It was really slow. But the last third really woke me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was watching it at midnight. I need something a little more actiony.
And what's up with the... After every creature they fight, there's always like this one egg or a little ball that...
Is that the thing?
I don't know what it was. And like the Tuscans were like celebrating with it. And I was like, okay, what's the significance of this? But
maybe they're trying to raise their own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that an egg?
I don't know. It may be an egg, maybe an eye, but I just felt like... I was like, why are we spending so much time... like looking at the skeleton and the meat of this body, and then the Mando actually takes the meat with him. So I'm curious, like, what are they gonna do?
He's gonna eat. He needs food too.
Yeah. But this creature was pretty fucking big. This is like the biggest creature. I don't know.
In the show for sure.
In the show, they mentioned like it was an abandoned Sarlacc pit. And
the Sarlacc pit.
Sarlacc pit. Yeah. Like, how can it be abandoned? It's like, oh, when he ate that thing. So.
Yeah. So there's a lot of references to Boba Fett, obviously.
Yeah.
In this episode. So after all that's said and done, Cobb, when they defeat the dragon, Cobb gives the Mandalorian or Boba Fett's old armor to Mandalorian or Mando. And one thing too, like Mando's suit is really nice compared to everyone else's. Like when I was looking at Boba Fett, it's like, damn, this looks like a piece of shit ass armor. It's really outdated.
Everything he's been through.
Yeah, it's really outdated. It's like a Tesla versus a like a beetle.
Like a beetle.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of cool. So he gives
his armor back. I like that too. It was like
it was a respect thing too.
Yeah, a creed like we don't know if Mando even knows Boba Fett or whatever, but he knows that's his religion, that's his creed. Like I need to get one of my brethren's stuff back.
Yeah.
And then that flashes us to the last scene where we finally see fucking Aquaman's dad, Boba Fett, right?
It's Boba Fett, yeah.
Or the guy that played Jango Fett. Who is now Boba Fett now.
Boba Fett, yeah.
So when he turned around, I was like, this is what I'm fucking looking forward to.
Yeah, exactly. So I was kind of surprised to see him show up so soon.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to like tease him a little bit more, but they show him. He's a little more, he's scarred up now.
For sure.
He's been through a lot. It's probably through the Sarlacc pit shit.
Yeah.
He's probably going to explain how he escaped and all that stuff. So.
Yeah. I'd be curious I hope we don't go back to Tatooine and see him again. Hopefully he gets off the planet and we see him.
Yeah, they're going to stay on Tatooine for at least another episode or two.
Bruh?
They have to. They're still.
Oh, yeah, because they haven't flown off.
Yeah, they're still on there. But yeah, it'll be cool to see Boba Fett. What are you anticipating what they're going to do with the character?
I don't know. Like it's Boba Fett I don't know if Boba Fett would want his armor back. Like, you know, like if he's been wandering the dunes, like he probably could find the Jawas pretty easily and get his armor.
Right.
I don't know if this is if the reason why they're bringing him back is to close out his story some way of like maybe going away from that life of being a Mando and just living like what you said last video of like living his own life. Or does he want revenge? Like it's up in the air.
Right. I mean, he doesn't have any personal ties to anybody.
Yeah.
Because he was just a regular bounty hunter in Return of the Jedi. So the only person he would have some grudge against is probably Han Solo. But you know,
hopefully a duel. Maybe it would be kind of cool to see like that veteran versus the established.
Yeah. The one thing I will like about this series is that we'll actually get some character moments with Boba Fett because he's pretty much nobody. We don't know anything about him. So now he's gonna have a personality. He's gonna have a story behind him. Yeah. So it'd be cool to see that.
It's ironic, like they were talking about doing a Boba Fett movie, but
that's
like,
what I was saying.
Yeah,
they transformed into this.
Yeah,
so this was supposed to be the Boba Fett movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like he's getting more growth, not even being the main character. Yeah. Just as a.
And this is better. This is a lot better. Yeah. I wish they did that with Solo in a way, like instead of a movie where they try to cram hella shit. Yeah. Just make it into like a mini series or something like that. Yeah. It would have been so much better.
That's why I love this show a lot. Like it's instead of paying for a movie, you're getting a series, which every episode feels like a movie. Yeah. In itself.
Yeah, and it's very well crafted too. So this is supposed to be 8 episodes for season 2.
7 more to go.
Boba Fett's he's obviously going to have a big role. We don't know what yet. I'm anticipating some type of Mandalorian war
within themselves or against other folks.
With I already forgot his name, Moff Gideon.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna have some type of war with him.
Yeah, because
for the saber specifically,
the Great Purge and thing. Yeah, maybe he'll act as the Obi-Wan. Yeah. To Mando.
Yeah, he's gonna join the Mandalorians again somehow, and then it's gonna be one big ass war.
Yeah, and Ahsoka's gonna be in it. And Ahsoka's gonna come in.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot about her.
Well, we have yet to see her. He's definitely gonna be reunited with his other crew members. And Baby Yoda just chilling. Yeah. Maybe now I'm asking for maybe a little bit more Baby Yoda doing something other than just watching.
Yeah. Well, if Ahsoka's gonna be here, he's gonna do something. Yeah. Jedi related. He has to.
Overall, you like that?
It's my favorite episode of the whole series so far. Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot.
It just remains to be seen for me. I just wouldn't rank it up there yet. There was just too much. Like it's 50 minutes, cut out 5 or 7 minutes, and then I would have been fine with it. Yeah. But fuck Tatooine. No more of this shit.
Yeah, no more Tatooine, please. So how do you want to do this, Mike? Do you want to review episode by episode, or do you want to do halfway?
Episode by episode is fine with me. Based on your availability. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see. It might be too much, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. So overall, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. What would you give it?
7.5.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. All right. So if you guys enjoyed our content, subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, follow us on Instagram and Spotify. We'll drop new content. We'll try to drop new content like every week. We'll see. We'll see if we can do that. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, if you liked our content, tune in for more.
From the top of the dome
to the back of the pack.
We are the Top Back Podcast. Peace out.